Welcome to the Freddie Mercury mission. This year's meteorite activity has been relatively quiet in terms of asteroids coming close to our planet. While there have been a few small space rocks flying past the planet at a considerable distance, a few meteors lighting up the night sky here and there, nothing noteworthy has happened. There was one incident where a 1,600-foot wide asteroid was seen on May 15th, but thankfully it did not come close to Earth. But now concerns are rising as a meteorite more than double its size is headed towards Earth. A gigantic 3,400-foot wide asteroid is estimated to impact Earth next month. Let's walk through Google Workspace and how we can begin building a deck to brief NATO. First, we're going to jump into Jamboard. We're going to quickly create a Jamboard here, and we are going to title this Meteorite Stakeholders. We'll go ahead and title our jam session and share that out with our colleagues here, all of the captains that need to collaborate on this Jamboard. And again, we're going to title this Jamboard Stakeholders. That way, as the captains come in, they can go ahead and begin brainstorming what stakeholders need to be involved in planning for this asteroid's impact. We'll add a sticky note. First, the White House. We'll move this around. We can edit, delete, duplicate. We can change the color of the sticky note. We see everybody else on this Jamboard adding who else needs to be involved. Next, we'll go ahead and add a photo to the Jamboard. We'll include General Raymond since he'll be giving the brief to NATO. We'll move General Raymond's photo to the upper right corner of this jam session. Next, we see that our colleagues, again, are in the Jamboard. We'll hop back into our mail, select the waffle icon, and create a chat space within Google Chat to begin collaborating with our colleagues on how to plan for this impact. I'll go ahead and title this space. I'll add my colleagues into this space here. We'll make sure threading is on, and then we'll provide a brief purpose as to why we are creating this space and what the space will be used for. Once we're done typing, we'll go ahead and hit that send button. And once it's posted, you can see that folks are replying and responding via reactions. Next, we'll go ahead and hit that waffle icon and we're going to hop into Google Calendar. Over on the left, we want to meet with these individuals, so I'll add their names into the left meet with field, and you'll notice that the calendars are overlapping. Here I'll find a date and time in which we can all meet. I'll go ahead and title this calendar invite Meteorite Emergency Team Meeting. I'm going to click the More Options and I'll add a brief on what the meeting is going to be discussed, and we'll add some meeting notes here. We'll go ahead and hit that send button and send that calendar invite to our captains. Once it's sent, we'll go ahead and click on that calendar invite and we're going to choose the meeting notes that I've added. Here, notice that there's a template already included. What we're going to do is we are going to make sure that we begin collaborating during the meeting with our colleagues here so I can see everybody in real time taking notes and assigning action items. That way we can begin an emergency team. I'll go ahead and add important documents to the top here. And we'll click back into calendar, that waffle icon, and we're going to make a slide deck because we're going to brief NATO. I am going to use a template that's been provided to my organization here. I'll retitle it Meteorite NATO Brief, and I'm going to go ahead and begin sharing out this slide deck again with the captains that I need to collaborate with. I'll remove the slides that I don't need and again begin editing it. I was in charge of adding the budget, so I'll add the budget slide. I'm actually going to now use drive.google.com to navigate to the budget sheet that I've been tracking for the rocket we're going to build to collide with this meteor. I'm going to quickly grab those expenses and in the lower right, click the Explore Ferry. That's going to generate charts. I don't have to manually create them anymore. Then what I'll do is I'll grab this chart, I'm going to copy it, and I'll paste it directly back into the slide deck. It'll be linked, so anytime data on my spreadsheet is updated, this chart will also update for me. I'll make sure that everybody else is working collaboratively in the document. I can see folks in real time, and I can see Captain Holt at the bottom adding some speaker notes for us. We will hop back into the chat room, and what I'll do is I will create a new thread since this is a new topic, and I'll make sure that everybody has access to the briefing deck. We'll go ahead and paste that in there, and from chat, I can make sure everybody has edit access, and we'll send that off. If you move your gaze to the upper left corner, we're gonna go ahead and click on that Files option where you'll see the NATO brief. That way, everything's stored in one place. I'll come back to my notes document. I'm actually gonna do the @ and then start typing in the document's name, and we'll automatically start linking that deck to the notes document. Then I'm going to choose the @meetbot inside of chat here, and I'm going to start scheduling time with Ryan Holt. So I do not have to look at our calendars. I can add the meetbot to our space. It's going to look at my calendar and Captain Holt's calendar and find the next available date and time. Looks like August 3rd. That works for both of us. I'll say yes. It's going to throw a calendar invite on there for us. We'll say view meeting, and there the meeting is. Now we'll join a meeting with all the other captains here. I'm going to make sure my camera is turned off, and I'm going to go into my settings, and I'm going to choose captions. So the meeting is going to be conducted in English, but today we are going to be German. So my native language is German. As folks join the meeting, the closed captioning will start. I'll also record this meeting for everybody who's going to join so they can reference it later on. So here we can see all the captains joining us today, and Captain Holt is going to go ahead and brief us. He is speaking English, but again, I changed my captions to German, so you'll notice they are translated to German on my screen. Again, Captain Holt is speaking English. Once he's done opening the meeting, we will go ahead and jump in and create a poll. Here, I'll start a poll. I'll ask what day of the week works best for everybody to sync up. Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. We'll go ahead and launch that poll and make sure that everybody can see the results. So here it looks like Thursdays and Fridays are at an even tie. Fridays win. We'll close out that poll. And again, Captain Holt is going to close out of the meeting. Again, he's speaking English, but I've changed my captions to German. Thanks so much for watching how we collaborated on ensuring that Earth was not impacted by the Freddie Mercury asteroid.